This is Matrix Lord 212, and I just saw Walking Dead Series 2, Episode 2, Bloodletting, and they still didn't find Sophia. But Carl got shot, and Shane is around the town. He's actually going to the hospital looking for supplies to give to the vet to save him. I like this episode a lot because just when it looked like Rick and Shane were going to have a massive blowout because Shane had harbored feelings for Lori. Basically, they got closer than ever because Carl was shot and Shane was basically being the rock for Rick, which I like that a lot. And we're introduced to new characters, the veterinarian, his daughters, and there's a lot of other factors too, like T-Dog being sick, and Andrea almost getting killed again. So this is a great episode. New beginnings, new characters, and I look forward to each and every episode. Probably not going to watch any more episodes tonight because I'm tired, but great Walking Dead so far. I'm going to watch episode 3 tomorrow. So I'm going to make some characterization videos too on the characters, which is going to be actually long for my channel because usually I do videos in the 1 minute to like a few minutes time frame, but this is going to be an actually long videos. And I decided I wanted to do that because I really enjoy the show, and I want to talk about the characterizations of Rick and his partner Shane, and what basically changed their roles. With Rick, well, actually, you know what? I'll wait for another video because I was gonna do it in a separate video, but no, I'll do it here. Rick basically and Shane, were in the police force, and if this thing never happened with the apocalypse, I don't think that Shane would have basically wound up with Lori. I think that the friendship would have been strong enough for him to keep his distance. But basically, this changed everything. This forced Shane, who, basically with partners, one is a leader and one is a follower. And Rick was obviously the leader, and Shane was the follower. But with his best friend, believed to be dead because he thought the zombies got him, he had to be the leader. He had to protect, the wife, the kids, the community. So he basically took on that role, that leadership role, due to circumstances. And what happens basically when the leader returns? And there can't be two leaders. This kind of brings into conflict where he doesn't want to go back to the life that he had. He don't want to go back to being by himself, being secondary, and Rick and his wife and his kid. He doesn't want to go back to that because he already had, he had established a life with Lori. They were going to be together because they thought that Rick died, and now basically he had to go backwards. So he went to a couple of episodes down and out where his character looked like it was degrading, and basically looked like he wanted to kill his best friend in one episode, which was amazing. And he actually even hurt Lori when she scratched his neck because he just went out of control. So, the tempers are flaring with the episodes where, everything is bleak and dark and there's like no hope, but yet there is. And, the characters are going through dramatic changes. Rick, who was the Rock in all the episodes, actually broke down in Bloodletting because his son was shot, and he basically needed his partner to step up to the role of leader again and help him this time. So great characterizations with even Andrea. The fact that she lost her sister Amy, and then she wanted to die, and then um, the guy basically what's his name? Let me see. What was his name? Well, anyway, the guy with the RV, he basically was going to stay behind, and he didn't want, he didn't want to be without her because he was watching over her. And she basically, you thought that she made the right decision, that, you know, she wanted to live, but she didn't want to live at all. She just wanted to protect his life, and basically she hates him for making her force her to save his life. You know, she just feels that she's going to end up a zombie. She don't want to have that type of life, that type of fear. Every time you walk around, there's something there. So she wanted to end it, but this choice was taken from her. So that's interesting. You know, and also there's, you know, the younger brother to, I think it was Merle. Was it Merle? Yeah, the younger brother, who's much better brother. He's actually, like, you know, working together with the whole crew rather than fighting, and being racist and being, like, you know, ridiculous and uncontrollable like his brother. He's actually being, like, you know, a strong character for the group. You know, very great with the bow and arrow. So, you know, crossbow. So, you know, and basically, you know, you have, you know, the old guy with the RV, which is basically, you know, trying to keep everyone together. I mean, T-Dog was suffering from, you know, it looks like he was going to die from blood poisoning, and, you know, he's trying to snap him out of it. He's always watching over the shoulder to see who is going to lose it. And that's what he's been doing since the very beginning, watching each and every one of them. So he's basically the watcher with the binoculars. So, you know, even Sophia's mother, which, you know, going through dramatic changes. She's become a stronger woman. Well, a little bit more stronger than she was, because of her husband was just out of control. You know, always, like, hitting her and everything, and the kid too, I guess. So she's become a strong character. You know, basically they all are. You know, but this was an amazing episode, Bloodletting, because, you know, Rick actually broke down, and, you know, it just, you know, now with the introduction of new characters in Series 2, Episode 2, you know, with the veterinarian, his daughters, you know, it keeps getting more and more interesting. And I do have a feeling we're probably going to lose some cast members as well, because, you know, I don't think they're going to be going a large group every episode. So, but, you know, once again, I look forward to Rick being back on top as the leader of the group. You know, and all the other characters, like, each having their moments. You know, I did like in the beginning episode the fact that they did flashbacks again, where they showed Shane telling Lori what happened at the hospital, that, you know, he was shot, Rick was shot, and, you know, I hope that continues with the series. But, you know, what an amazing show, really is. You know, keeps getting better and better, and I'm going to be making more videos about Walking Dead when I watch the episodes, as well as I'm going to really talk deeply about the characters, just like I said with Rick and Shane, with the leader and the follower type of theory that I had. And, you know, I do believe, even though with this episode where they were closer, like brothers, I do believe that that's going to either break apart or shatter. Because, you know, at some point in time, somebody's going to snap, and it's probably going to be Shane, because he just can't have that life with Lori. So, you know, they were talking about Andrea and Shane leaving on their own, but I don't know if that's going to happen after the events of this episode. So, all right, so great show, Walking Dead, and you guys should really check it out. You know, and I'm going to be making more videos on the subject. All right, have a great night. Talk to you later.